I would like to take this moment to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say should not be mistaken for financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I would like to thank all my listeners around the world who are still with me. I haven't actually been active in the world of crypto as I have been dealing with personal crisis in the last couple of months. But I am here now. Thank you for being so loyal. As many of you know, I have predicted a very bearish 2022 for crypto as there is no indication for a catalyst to push it forward. It's not to brag, but to warn you about the uncertainty of investing in crypto. Sure, you see those crypto millionaires with Lamborghinis and big houses. Those are rare and not even many achieve such status. Even so, their wealth is not guaranteed, as some don't have the wealth they had a year ago during the bull run. The world's greatest investor of all time, a longtime critic of cryptocurrency in the Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting, spent some time explaining to investors to elaborate why he is not a fan of Bitcoin. In his own words, he quotes, "Whether it goes up in the next year or 5 or 10 years, I don't know. But the one thing I'm pretty sure of is that it doesn't produce anything. It's got a magic to it, and people have attached magic to lots of things." You haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify? Let me give you a rundown. Basically, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Here's how it works. Anchor lets you record and edit podcasts right from the phone or computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to the most popular listening platforms, including Spotify, with a single tap. Anchor is also the only place you can publish video podcasts to Spotify. With Anchor, creators can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Indeed, Warren Buffett is an old-school traditional investor, but he is correct in so many ways. There's really nothing there to touch. The hardest thing to truly define in crypto is where the value is. NFTs, where you practically own something with a code that says you own it, it has value because someone says it has value. Some might say it's equivalent. The concept is the same, meaning you own the NFT, but then again, you really can't touch it. Well, you can pretend and imagine, but it's practically impossible. On the other hand, if you invest in a company, real estate, or even wine, you can measure the potential worth of the asset through financial models and complex calculations. Crypto, you just have a belief that it will go up. It practically hurts to admit it, but it is absolutely true. But to call it stupid is far-fetched. Though speculative, Bitcoin and crypto could still have value. But even so, you would never convince Warren Buffett and his friend Charles Munger that. There's the matter of usage. Buffett continues, "If you said for 1% interest in all of farmland in the United States, pay our group $25 billion, I'll write you a check this afternoon. For $25 billion, I now own 1% of farmland. If you offer me 1% of all apartment houses in the country and you want another $25 billion, I'll write you a check. It's very simple. Now, if you told me you own all of the Bitcoin in the world and you offered me $25, I wouldn't take it because what would I do with it? I'd have to sell it back to you one way or another. It isn't going to do anything. The apartments are going to produce rent and the farms are going to produce food." It is very puzzling to truly define Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. What they do are functions. They function as a transactional markers, mainly as peer-to-peer between two parties. Crypto is still one of the great unknowns out there, despite being in existence for 13 years. The US defines it as an asset class in line with stocks and properties, therefore are taxed as such. Many countries, though, still are not ready to fully accept it as anything but something that people pass to another. In conclusion, with the uncertainty of the market right now, as there is a strong possibility the bear market will persist throughout 2022, it is even more important to invest only in the cryptocurrencies you believe in. Don't buy random cryptocurrencies. Be selective. It's your money. If you randomly look at new coins and tokens just to make a quick buck, there is a good chance you will most likely lose all your investments. Sad to say, this is how many amateurs lose everything they have. Sure, some might get lucky, but exactly how many Shiba Inus or dogecoins are there? Not many. Sure, invest, but don't overdo it. Invest only what you can afford to lose. This may seem that I am anti-crypto. I am vested in crypto. But I also have to be skeptical. There is a saying, trust but don't trust fully. This is how I approach investing in crypto. Yes, there will most likely be another bull run, but I have to be realistic that it may not come around anytime soon, unless a positive catalyst takes place that skyrockets the price exponentially. Have you noticed that one day certain cryptos go up 5%, then the same cryptos go down 5 to 6% even the next day? As a result, do you see your portfolio slowly dwindling down within the week or month? That is because on average there are more percentages in which it gradually goes down. If it goes up 5% one day, then goes down 6% the next day, then 1% difference makes all the difference in the world. However, if on the third day it goes down another 5%, then the ultimate loss for the 3 days is actually 6%. It is not noticeable for a couple of days, but you will suddenly be surprised that your portfolio is suddenly down $1,000 within the week. For some who put all in, it is even more. There are some who have lost everything. If you have been a long-time listener, you will know that I have always stressed to only invest on what you can afford to lose. Thank you for listening to Crypto Intuition. If you haven't heard my previous podcast, please visit anchor.fm/cryptointuition. This podcast is ad-supported, and by listening to the quick ad, you support my program. Thank you. Till next time.